Yeah, what it do? Yeah, it's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that ROD pod. For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the NBIC. And again, you know, I represent that ROD. Want to give thanks and honor to the creators, want to give thanks and honor to the ancestors, want to give thanks and honor to the lesser deities that govern us as well. Definitely want to give thanks and honor to my YouTube family, every single one of you guys that's been supporting, tuning in, leaving all the feedback, the positive, the negative. You know, all these things is respected and needed. Like I say before, it allows me to do what I do best. You heard, and that is to continue keeping foots on necks. Right? Round of applause for that. Definitely want to give a I want to give a big shout out to all the new subscribers. We at 200K. We keep growing. I know they messing with my numbers. I don't know. I guess they don't want me to continue talking about, you know, religion and their gods and, you know, the false information that comes along. And then, you know, there's also our brothers and sisters who's also promoting individuals like myself for reaching their homes, because you know we coming with the logical, we coming with the, you know, scientifical, you know what I'm saying, like we coming with everything that's needed to come into something that's literally structuring, mentally, physically, spiritually structuring the minds of our people. Prime example, you see what's going on behind me. You see what I'm saying? Like we do these things and we forget like what happened to us. And today, you know, I wanted to talk about the thing that got my Martin Luther King killed. Yeah, I want to talk about what got Martin Luther King killed. Martin Luther King didn't get killed because he wanted to, you know, have brothers and sisters go inside, you know, European stores and eat seasonless chicken. That's not why he was killed. He was killed because he realized that even though they was pushing equality, he wanted to merge the gap. It was a big gap in finances, right? He wanted to merge the gap. He was like, hold on, we don't want to just be able to sit next to you on the bus. I want to be able to live next door to you in the Hamptons and not be, you know, not be overcharged, overpriced just to be with you, just to be around you. And when he started talking that, and one of his last videos, you guys can look it up on YouTube, he says, I think I'm leading my people into a burning house. And then the next day or the next presentation, he was taken out. So I wanted to talk about that today. I wanted to talk about it because it's something that needs to be spoken of. Okay? So when I say family, we need to talk about one of the biggest weapons used against us. It's called economic warfare. That is why Martin Luther King was taken out, because he wanted piece of the money. He said our people deserve piece of the money. So now we're going to talk about the economic warfare. Economic warfare that they design a system. This is a system to keep us in financial chains. And tonight, yeah, we're going to break it down. You're going to get an understanding of how slavery of old is still affecting us today. And it's even worse today than before, because now they gave us a religious ideology to stand on, to be our measuring stick into the direction that we go. Okay? All right? Let's talk about slavery and free labor. Slavery and free labor still goes on today. And the mass majority of those that's in slavery and free labor is still you, El Kebulan. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are in El Kebulan, in the Caribbean, in America, Canada, the South America, you name it. We lead the world in slavery and free labor. There's a war going on in Congo right now. I just got information where they haven't had electricity, food, water in weeks. So they raided an area where food is being shipped, held, should I say. There's a lot going on in this world. Tensions between the migrants and the ICE. It's about to go down. And slavery and free labor, while all of this is going down, we, the slaves, are still in chains. The stolen wealth that built the West was off your backs. What kept it afloat was off your backs. It's blacks that's generating billions of dollars annually, trillions of dollars annually, if you want to go based on ignorance. Black ignorance is a multi-trillion-dollar business. They need you to stay in a state of pure ignorance because they can capitalize you in different ways. And when it comes to slavery and free labor, that's what prison is for. That's why they pay these rappers to brag about being with the convicts and the drug dealers and the drug users and the pimps and the hoes. Because somebody's going to be dumb enough to do something stupid to get locked up and be enslaved in free labor. Slavery still exists here in the United States. You have to bust your behind every day, the minimum of 8 hours. There's 24 hours in the day. You have a minimum of 8 hours to do what we need you to do. And you're going to get this amount, just enough to go back into your hut. And if you do want to make these top dollars, you know what you got to do. You know what you got to join. You know where you got to sign. Okay? Okay? Colonialism is still going on to this day. There's still got countries, outsiders, that still got a strong hold in the land called Al Kebulan. Completely divided. Belgium still runs the Congo. South Africa is literally being taken away and being run by Europeans. Did you know that it was Europeans that arrested Nelson Mandela? And we as black people allow outsiders to incarcerate and imprison one of our own in our land? I mean, things like that, you have to, like, what? It's because they gave us a story of Jesus and they gave you a story of Allah and they gave you a story of something else and you fell for it and you believe and you're waiting for a judgment to come from the gods and the religion that they gave you, packaged and sealed. Here you go, delivered. When you see how Africa is being in the diaspora, we're economically drained. The El Kebulan, the land itself is being drained for all the minerals. Yo, these niggas has become so gangster. They said we're going to put a pipeline from one part of Africa and make it travel all the way up to France. You got to be a straight gangster to do that. You got to have absolutely no respect for the people, the land. These people are doing these for you. And some of these people can't even turn lights on in their house, bro. This is facts. This is not even me giving my assumptions. This is no rant. This is the conversation. This is the economic warfare that's going on within the El Kebulan people. We scattered all over the place and yet have not come into a solution of getting out of these circumstances. Our people are not willing to die for freedom. They're willing to try for freedom. They're not willing to die for freedom. Because colonialism and religion, spiritual prison, that creates division is what we decided to believe in and put our trust in and put our trust on in hopes of being able to make it out. And God, listen, we're so indoctrinated by these people's ideology that we don't even want to be free in complete freedom. We're willing to compromise and sacrifice and willing to merge and share the wealth with everybody else. Meanwhile, this entire world has been violating you and you still willing to do business with the enemy, even if it was given to you. Why is that? Because colonialism, because of religion, because of books. When you talk about Jim Crow and segregation, these things was affecting us. Not being able to go certain places, buying product to run your business, having companies being forbidden to travel to black areas to drop off packages. It used to be like that. You can go look these things up. The Jim Crow laws was for real. Till this day, there's areas that if you are there after dawn, nigga is on. Firearms is drawn. And another nigga will be gone. And not a single El Kebulan is going to weather that storm. Matter of fact, we're just going to go to church on Sunday. We're going to protest and we're going to beg the Lord to forgive them. We're still going to say, Lord, forgive them for what they've done, for they know not what they do. We're going to say that. I'm waiting for the brother and the sister say, man, F that. This is war. But we too weak. Okay? And if you think of what I'm lying about, these colonizations, free labor, Jim Crows, the housing discrimination, look at the Tulsa massacre. Look at the destruction of Rosewood. These areas is things that we've built from the ground up, and these people seen that and destroyed that because Jim Crow said it's supposed to be like that. You are a slave. You are still property. You do not own yourself. You have a social security. Your last name is of a European. Your last name is a Johnson. It's a Storm. It's a Williamson. It's whatever. You are under somebody's rulership, bro. They can always trace you back to your natural plantation, bro. And that's as far as they need to go. They don't give a damn about you knowing your spirituality and if you was this and you was that. Come on. Okay? This is what you call financial oppression. You can't live in Manhattan Beach. Even if you have the money, they will not allow you to live there because you devalue their property. That's how they see you. That's what made Martin Luther King became a target because of that. How dare this nigga think he's supposed to be amongst us? Yeah, it's cool that I see you from afar, but I don't want to wake up in the morning and see a nigga. I don't want to. What you mean you want to have financial power? We know what you niggas is capable of. We seen the Tulsa massacre. I remember that. We seen how productive you are. Nah, we ain't letting that shit ride. When you go to today's banks and you still seeing the banking discrimination that goes on within us, You got higher interest rates on loans. Black people can't even get a home at an equal fair price that the Europeans do. This is facts. The lack of the fact that there's not even enough black banks. There's a black bank that I forgot what the dude, Killer Mike. He's with these other black individual, and I'm so programmed by these people. You get hesitant like that. If I imagine I put my money in a black bank, the PTSD, post traumatic slave disorder, kicks in because I start thinking about Rosewood. I start thinking about Black Wall Street. They might just do some effery and just mess everybody up. They're capable of that. They've done that. But like, yo, let me just leave it. Let me just deal with TD, Bank of America, Navy Federal. Let me just stay in my lane and mind my business and just do it one day at a time. But this is what goes on. This is what goes on. Let's talk about our consumeristic problems as well. We're not going to act like we're not posing the problem. I'm not want to just point the fingers at the system. Let's look at ourselves. Black people have $1.6 trillion of spending power, but only 2% circulate within our own community. 2%? What is that? What, 2 million? What is that, 2 million? That's circulating within our community. The only thing that's circulating within our community that's black, that we're comfortable and excited to be about, is drugs. I'm making songs and I'm flipping in the kitchen. I'm this, I'm that. This is what we glorify. And we push it and we want to buy luxury brands and sneakers and clothes. We seeing these rappers putting on drips. Remember, these niggas are getting clothes for free. Their job is to make you spend your money. Their job is to make you believe in your mind that you should be just like them. Our women think that if you're not dressed like that and you're not speaking like that and you're not wearing jewelry, then you're not worthy of being with me. Men see women, when you know the weirdos see women, and it's like, if you're not this, if you're not in this figure, in this image, can't be with me. And it's our people that's pushing it. We're wasting time buying clothes. Like I said in the podcast that you guys should be listening to, by the way. You guys should be listening to that, by the way. And in that podcast, I state that we buy things that devalue us. We don't buy things that appreciate us, that elevate us. We don't desire to own buildings. We don't desire to own, make our own cars. Like, we cannot think that far ahead because we have fallen by the ideology of the European. There's things in the Bible that tells you that don't be a rich man. You better off being a poor man, and the poor man's going to get into the kingdom. You're going to hear there's precepts that tell you, love not the things of this world. And if any man love the things of this world, then the Father's not with them. And people hear that and say, nah, I can't get this money. Nah, I can't put my children in a better situation knowing that I'm living in a corporation. I'm not living in the islands. I'm not living in the days of the Israel. I'm living in modern day time where everything is about money. Everything. There's nothing you can do. If you don't have no money, you can't live. You don't have no money, you can't eat. You don't have no money, you can't sleep. And I mean sleep comfortably. You don't have no money, you can't even sleep eternally, because even death, you got to pay for that. Come on, people. Come on, people. Let's talk about the workforce and the wages. The wages gap is crazy. And now that the DEI has been removed, about to be even crazier. And I'm not even mad behind it. All I see is opportunities for brothers and sisters to look at each other and say, you know what, F these niggas, we're gonna do our own thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying to myself, if I got $1.6 trillion of spending power, then I should be doing things. We should be doing things to make that 1.6 trillion to 29 trillion. Right? We hustlers, right? Every day I'm hustling, hustling. We hustlers, right? So why are we hustling backwards? Why are we hustling to impress? Our hustling to be to invest, to take ownership. There's no way other nationalities is coming into our neighborhoods that we grew up in, played basketball, did everything. The neighborhood means so much to us, has so much rich history for us. We allow outsiders to come, pay whatever they pay and break it down, put sky risers that none of you niggas can afford. But we could have been doing that. We could have saved that house. We could have turned that house into a shelter for brothers and sisters. There's so much things that we could have done, but we didn't because we ass backwards, because we still following the ways of the celebrity. We still fear each other. And that fear comes from post-traumatic slave disorder. We all fear. They taught us to hate each other. They taught us to hate black, bro. They taught you not to trust your own. When we driving, we locking our doors when we in the hood. I should not have to do that for my own people. I should be more wary when I go into their area. Oh, I'm the only black nigga here. Let me make sure. Nah. Come on, man. And the back to the wage gaps. The wage gaps is like, yo, bro, niggas is in there doing the same thing that we doing, but because he got rank, because he got family, and et cetera, there's brothers that's, you know what I'm saying, that's cashing out. I seen people, you know what I'm saying, doing work from home, and I'm asking them, yo, what kind of job you do? They're creating things I have never heard before. I was like, what the heck is that? They was like, oh, no. But guess what? These niggas is making 150,000, 200,000, living in nice, beautiful homes, sky views, looking down at the world, bro. And we have trillions of dollars in our hands, and look what we doing with it. We gotta get the Benz. We gotta get the Rolls Royce. We gotta get the house. We gotta get everything. We don't own nothing, but we gotta get it just so we can say, hey God, I did it. I made it out the hood. Round of applause. I made it out the hood. Wow. Okay? And then, you know, the myth that they tell you, bro, everybody got 24 hours in a day. Yeah, that sounds good. But let's not act like the system is not prejudiced towards us. Let's not act like this is why you black people is in the outrage right now with the DEI, because you know. But now Trump is putting things in place because it seems like you niggas forgot. And I'm telling you, this is how Trump was thinking. Yo, what's wrong with these niggas? These niggas forgot that, you know, once upon a time, it was just 57 years ago, you couldn't even come inside our stores to get food. It's not that long ago. These niggas must have forgot. They think because we gave them Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and LeBron James and we allowed them to be amongst us, and they must have forgot. Let's remind these niggas. And that's what you see happening. And you seeing brothers and sisters is, you know, oh my gosh. But that's what you see going on in the world, bro. There's literally nothing going on other than the ancestors waking you up. Like, you being awoken for a reason. You feel me? Now, I want to touch on breaking free and the economic empowerment. How do we break free from all of this? Now, when I wrote this down, and it didn't said this, but I'm saying this from me. I'm saying this from my heart. To all my El Kebulan kidnap Haitians, my El Kebulan kidnap Americans, Brazilians, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Guyanese, Grenadian, all minds, all of you, Dominican, you name them. This is for you. The first thing that we need to do in order for us to put ourselves in the proper path, you have to deconstruct from their religions. All of it. You have to stop calling on their gods. You have to stop trying to speak their language. You have to try to stop. You look crazy. They laugh at you behind closed doors. They love it. They love it. Why you think they allow you to stand on these street corners and talk your ass off and disrespect? That's the only time black people have the privilege to disrespect Europeans and whoever without any penalty, without the KKK, without the imprisonment, being arrested, etc. Is teaching from these religions. Because they know as long as you are focusing on that, you will never desire to connect to your El Kebulan spirituality, customs, rituals, you name it, you will never be able to claim it. And as long as you're doing that, they are completely fine. They will support you thinking Jesus is black. They're gonna call Putin, and Putin out of nowhere is gonna open a book and have all you niggas going crazy. Say, look, ask Putin. Yeah, I can show you. Yeah, show me the black children of Solomon. 700 wives. You should be able to trace royalty. How the heck are you able to trace Queen Elizabeth, Leopold, all these people, but you can't trace the ultimate man who's spoken of in the Bible, the man, the wisest man in the world? Make that make sense. Come on now. You have to let go of that. The minute you let go of that, and yes, you may feel like you're becoming an atheist. You're not. You're just detoxifying. Your body's going through a detox. And it's going to be a long process. I'm still detoxing. I can still remember verses with my eyes closed. I'm still detoxing from the toxicity. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to happen overnight. Religion is what made me deal with a lot of things that I'm not even supposed to be dealing with. Not somebody in my stature, bro. This is facts. Facts. But we have to deconstruct from all these religions. Okay? One of the things that we got to do, and we got to secretly start buying black. We got to secretly start buying black. We got to stop the talking. We got to stop the talking and start the walking. We got to secretly invest into each other. Secretly break bread with each other. You cannot allow these niggas to see you getting ahead, because they will destroy it. They will find a reason to invade. They got laws in place called conspiracy. I've never heard that somebody can go to jail because of conspiracy. That means we don't have the facts. We just think you're about to do this. All of you niggas is coming with us. Conspiracy, bro. When I seen that became a normalcy within the law system, I was like, oh yeah, they did that so they ensure that a black man, black nation, black people could never rise. But you gotta buy black. You gotta stop buying these Europeans. Go support your cousin that came up with a clothing line. Wear them sneakers. Who cares? Let them laugh. They're gonna be like, yo, what is those? Listen, it's better to say, when somebody say, yo, what is that on your feet? It's better to say, I don't know. Or it's better to say, I got it from my cousin. Or these are my cousin's shoes. Than say, I don't know, I bought them from Payless or Bobby's. But you say you bought this from a family member, and if they're fire, you might just create another sale. And when the brother that people buying their merchandise, don't get big-headed, stay humble. Stay on task, stay on the mission. The mission is to get us out of prison, okay? We have to keep the black dollar circulating longer in our community. That black dollar, your income tax should be going to the hood. Everybody, I want to issue a challenge. Everybody should put all the income tax into a building, into your credit, fix it. You gotta play the game. You gotta play the game. There's nothing you can do. We're not in. Listen. We gave up so much of our rights and our powers. Where literally we are independent of the system. We can't function on our own. So we have to play the cards that was dealt, and that is what it is. It is. Okay. We need to start understanding the credits, the loans, and the investments. We need to stop going into them. All you celebrities, all you rappers, you niggas that's sitting on millions, 300 million. Why aren't you investing into the hood, your community? Why do you care? It has to be something productive. Even if it's something that you don't, give them 2,000, give them 3,000. These things are not going to help you, but it can go a long way for that individual. Okay? We should be getting loans from ourselves. And when we pay back the loans, our people, our celebrities shall allow them to gain more credit. And not just credit like, financial credit. Like allow this person to be amongst you. Every day is another person so they can get exposure. You're gonna be continue important. You're gonna be a valid. You're gonna be an influence. People is gonna always reach out and support you and love you and honor you. Like people would say, "Nah, Master P's a real nigga. He always hold his people down." So even when he's in his financial circumstances, people could still come check on him, give him some bread. And we should be doing that. If I help you get to the top and get you to another bracket and I'm in a financial situation, out of respect, I got you. Hey, you need a loan? I know you know the business. Here's a loan. Do whatever. I'm returning back the favor. And we should be investing. We should listening to the stocks. We should be listening to the next technology. You should be sitting with these Chinese niggas. Let them see that we mean business, bro. They should not just see us as rappers and basketball players and drug dealers and wannabe gangsters and killers. Like, they should not see us in that light. And if they see us in that light, they should see it when we ready to, defend our nationality. Because they will do that. Let a black nigga go to Chinatown and slap a Chinese person. The entire community is beating on that black person. The police is going to be Chinese to beat on him too. This is facts. Let somebody try to steal from one of these Jewish people in their neighborhoods. The entire communities come together. But let it be the hood. We pull our phones out and we say Instagram. We say World Star if people still even do that. It's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be on TikTok. This is us, bro. It's time for us to teach our children financial independence. I want to teach that to my daughter. And she's 13 now, so I definitely want to teach her that. I definitely want to, you know what I'm saying, the way things is going, you know what I mean? The finances is getting better the way I like it. And I want to put her on the payroll. You know what I'm saying? I want her to be my camera girl. I want her to come with me and take cameras and view. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I want her to teach her to be independent, entrepreneur Negro. We got to do that, bro. Instead of giving your children allowance, give them a paycheck. Make them work. Make them learn something. Make them feel good. Make them get paid because they go to school. Why? That's what they're gonna get paid when they're older. At least you start the process, and at least you keeping the money in house, and you teaching them to circulate. Here's $20. They got the $20. Instead of going to go buy some foolishness, they're gonna go to they're gonna go to their cousin They're gonna go to their aunts, they're gonna go to their brothers, they're gonna go to their best friend who's a colored person, and they're gonna buy their product. They're gonna buy something that they're trying to make. We're gonna motivate, give our people confidence. We lack confidence, we lack ambition because we're so afraid of failure. There's not gonna be no failure if we doing it amongst each other. You still seeking validation from the niggas that change your name. Okay? You got to invest in black owned businesses, real estate. Don't allow you see a black home for foreclosure. Guess what, niggas? Everybody come together and go buy it. Why not? You have a house, you have property, you have leverage. You are now able to get into the elevator. The more that you get, the higher you go up to the elevator and you get to sit where you need to sit, but you're sitting there to represent us. Oh yeah, yeah. We want these two buildings. We should be at the point where we could say, yo, I want to buy the Empire State Building and have every nigga that's in that building pay a fee, and all that money that's coming is coming to fix the black community. Put the parks back, put the hoops back, not these double rims, the real hoops. Minimize their indoor gyms, require everybody to at least have at least 3-4 games outside playing street basketball, learning the physics, the physicalness of it. Okay? Support your local black entrepreneurs. All you niggas that's sitting on bread should have your ears in the street. See who's the next up and coming. The same way we do that for basketball, the same way we do that for music, we should do that for everything else. This man could be the next technician, the next electrician. He could be the next engineer. He could be the next mechanic. Figure out something. We don't know because we're not taking care of our own. We still reaching out. We've forgotten that this is an economic warfare. We need more black. We need more black owned banks. And yes, we gotta break out of the trauma. I gotta break out of it. Let me put the initiative to walk forward. And if I do it, hopefully it can open the doors for all you guys to do it. Okay? We gotta put things in place that's going to protect us financially, physically, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put things in place. We gotta govern our own, bro. We gotta do this. We gotta stop looking for these people to help us, give us aid. We gotta stop wishing on a star. We gotta stop wishing on a star. No matter where you are, you gotta stop wishing on a star. You need to start. You need to start wishing and standing with your people. All of this extra stuff is idiotic. It's pure stupidness. And again, these things are intentional, bro. Martin Luther King died because he seen what I'm saying, and he was like, "Nah, we need more. We need more than just eating seasonless chicken. We need more than eating unflavored, white sugar apple pies. Come on." Like the minute that we became free, it was the opportunity for us to focus on us, and we did that. And I'm not gonna act like we didn't do it. Yes, I know we did it, and they violated. But that still doesn't stop the fact that we still got to keep pushing, because we always knew that they was gonna push us down. Society shows you that they've been pushing us down. History shows. Slavery shows. They've always put their foot on our necks. They always broke our backs. They always did that. But yet, one fell, 10 rise up. 10 fell, 20 rise up. 20 fell, 40 rise up. And it kept getting higher and higher and higher and higher. And we did that, and we stood on business, bro. We're not standing on business anymore. We standing on religion and belief. We standing on Euro-Christian philosophy. El-Kebulan. You're not a slave anymore, nigga. Read. Travel. Go back home. Trace your steps. Find your root. Find your purpose. And as much as America sells you this wonderful life, you know it ain't right. You know it ain't Christ. You know it. You know Jesus ain't gonna save you, pimp. You know it. It's us against them. It's always gonna be that way. Two kings can't live in a castle. One has to serve. And I ain't talking about no Esau versus Jacob. Please, miss me with that. Not doing that. But it's time for us to want to take back our home. Like, yo, I need my crib back. I need my crib back. I need my children back. I need my women back. Thank you. Come again. And if you keep violating, then we're gonna have to have a conversation. We might really have to go to the valley of Jehoshaphat, huh? Just us, just you and I. And whatever happens, happens. And they know deep down they're going to lose. That's why they got to make sure to keep you confused. They said they got us the last time with all this voodoo. We thought they was praying to Jesus and calling on Peter, but Peter was Ogun and Mary was Oshay, and they was when we walking by with our canes and our knives and our dogs and we see them on their knees saying hallelujah, hallelujah, we doing all of that. We looked, we smiled, we said, good slave, you good boy. Come here, girl. Come here, girl. That's how they used to talk to you. That's why they love calling you a bitch, nigga. That's why they want black women to refer to each other as bitch, because that's what they used to call. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here. That's how they holler at you. Stupid. Huh? This is what they do. Give them something to keep them confused, keep them lost and dazed. We would never allow you to ever imitate that again. Matter of fact, but I want to get all the top scholars, bring your ass in here, and I want you to promote why voodoo is evil. White people telling you that. And you got black people that supposedly about business believe such ideology. When these same black people never even spoken to people that do it, that knows about the in-depth story about it. You think you think the El-Kebulan people is telling the Europeans everything? Never, ever. We know that. There's some rules that's never meant to be told. Some things is never meant to be told can't be said on air. Don't get caught up thinking that every El-Kebulan is following the ways of today's society where everything got to be publicized and seen and heard. No, remember, these are people that still following third world country traditions. They have not submitted to the technology. They have not submitted to the GPS. They have not submitted to the Ufufu. Okay, they didn't submit to it. That's why that's why these Europeans is bringing doctors over there, nurses over there, mercenaries over there, missionaries over there, every day, every month, every year. It never stops. Every day they try to offer a new pill, offer a new shot. They'll catch a child or a woman slipping, offer her something. The woman falls for it. Then she produce a crazy, retarded looking child, and they go, "Oh, we got a solution to save that." And we as black people never seen something so hideous in our lives. We say, "You know what? Sure, what you got?" And then you got what you get now with where the man from Kenya, the president of Kenya, is like, no, we're denouncing ourselves from the WHO. You niggas is, and let me talk about this nigga quick fast. This nigga got the audacity to go call these people Your Majesty. Oh no, wait. Damn, what did he call them? He says something, bro, and that joint just threw me off. Your Majesty, your Highness. Um, he says something. Yo, my nigga, you giving these niggas this type of title? Them? Never. You would never. Oh, there we go. The Excellency. Are you crazy? What's excellent about these niggas, bro? That they still capitalizing off you? That they still got you calling on their gods? That's their excellence. That's the excellence of execution. They executed that to the best of their abilities. Heck, you talking about, fam? Niggas ain't trying to hear that. When I heard that, I was so disgusted and disappointed. I said, yo, bro, our people is still holding these niggas to high regards. Who you calling the excellency? Not these Arabs, not these sand people. Niggas was dirt, nigga. We gave them life, just like we gave Europeans life. They didn't know what food was. They didn't know beautiful women. They got this skin tone. They got that skin tone for years of integrating with our women. Some of it is rape and torture and selling through sex trafficking. Nigga, what the heck you talking about? Heck you talking about? You think they just got this, dog? The image that you see, the excellency niggas. And let me take that. I'm calling them the excellent image that you see these fake ass want to be kings, these niggas, and you see the presidents and the other UN Europeans. When you see them, they all look the same. Don't worry about the tan. Remember, these people in different locations. Pay attention to the nose. Pay attention to the ears. Pay attention to the speech. Pay attention to the movement. Pay attention. You're going to see they're all related. They all walk the same, all talk the same, dress the same, believe in the same thing. Believe in capitalizing off you, El Kebulan. Wake your ass up. Like I told you, there's a lot of things that I feel like we need to start touching on that I feel like we're too afraid to speak on because of whatever reason it may be. Check this out, dog. Like, it has to come a time when enough is enough. Like, yo, pimp, you got children. Like, nigga, we got children. And we're not doing nothing but continuously the same cycle. And if we're going to continue the same cycle, all I'm saying is, yo, son, let's do it for a reason, bro. You got to fight the power, fam. There's no such thing as hell. There's no redemption. There's no judgment. The judgment is coming from us, bro. The judgment is coming from us. That's where the judgment is. They want you to continue looking into a sky. Look. Keep looking. It's a spiritual realm. Look. Stay there. Hold on. Here it comes. Huh? Oh, no, my bad. It's a blue beam. And like I said to Mama Love yesterday, you misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm going to always stand with my creators. I'm going to always stand with my ancestors. But the creators of this universe had absolutely nothing to do with the Biblos. And you could force yourself to believe that God that's spoken of in the Biblo is Sunini. Now, you can force it. It's cool. But you standing on beliefs. You can't validate or back anything by any type of facts. And I simple questions like, you saying they were stolen from the Bantu Scrolls. Okay, show me the Bantu Scrolls. Show me your proof that says that this is the Bantu Scrolls. Don't give me these little images. Don't give me this. Don't say this is why it's the Bantu Scrolls. No, that's not enough, sir. That's not enough, Mama Love. It sounds like we're just diving deeper into the hypnosis because it's like where else to dive into. I went to Christianity, I went to Hebrew, I did this, I haven't found nothing. Where else to dive into? I will tell you where you can dive. Dive into El Kebule. Dive into knowing who you are. You may not come from South Africa. You may not be even African. Gotta call it what it is. Nobody knows. But what we don't know that we should know is El Cabulan, customs, culture, traditions. We should stop saying, okay, yeah, we got to keep the commandments. How many people you know kept the commandments and still suffering? How are you keeping the commandments and we still the tail and not the head? How come we have not elevated to that next level? And I'm saying this as a whole. The only people that's benefiting from keeping these commandments are the niggas that's telling you to keep these commandments. They the only ones that's benefiting. They the only ones that's getting RVs, that got luxury homes, that's eating good, that never have to work 9 to 5 and bust their ass to make ends meet. All they got to do is come, talk to you, say Allah, Lord, Jesus, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, Sindisi, Yeshaya. Say all of these things and generate bread off your expense, my niggas. Meanwhile, we in economic warfare. We in financial warfare. We see what's going on in El Cabulan. You see what's going on in California. You see what's going on in Florida. I showed you what's going on in New York, the train stations, the congested pricing. All of these things is happening to us. Meanwhile, we're still divided off ideology. Euro-Christian ideology have yet to come together and stand on something positive. And I'm going to leave it as that, man. I know it's a lot, but like I said, somebody got to talk about it. And it seems like we're not the ones to want to talk about it. It seems like we just want to just go through the motion and just forget what's going on. It seems like we just want to do that. Can't do that no more, bro. Everything is being stripped from you, bro. They're beating us into submission, bro. And all this Jesus and God believing and somebody's going to come and save you, you go ahead and keep believing that, bro. You're going to be mad when those things don't happen and you're still suffering, bro. You're going to be mad when there's a mass incarceration taking place. You're going to be mad when the grid goes out and none of us can reach each other. You're going to be mad. Stay with your loved ones. Be around those that want to be around you. Don't be around that fake stuff, man. I'm telling you, bro. We have to get right mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Everything got to be in order, bro. Keep the ones that you love near you, bro. And everything else, you have to keep it over there. Let them over there and let those over there figure it out. Not everybody's going to figure it out. I want everybody to figure it out. I want everybody to receive freedom and have the chance to experience their land. But a lot of us won't live to see that. A lot of us will not live to see that. You will see it with your ancestors from afar. This is facts. So get yourself there. You get yourself there by doing what you're supposed to do. And that's to remember that we still at war and we should not be warring with each other. I should not having to take a knife to stab you in your back. You are not my enemy. You are my comrade. You are my relative. You are a El Kebule kidnapped just like me. And it's time for us to get back home. Never forget that. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Once again, continue supporting. Continue leaving your comments. I love all of it. The likes. I like the feedbacks. I like it. I need it. It keeps me going. It fuels me. I don't have no emotions in this. I know what this internet is about. I know what this social media is about. I know there's going to be those that would never agree. There's going to be those that's gonna hate. There's going to be those that's gonna feel like I'm bringing forth racial tension and this, that. There's gonna be those. It doesn't matter. What matters is one thing for certain, two things for sure. We was kidnapped and we want our land back. It's your brother, man. You understand? And I'ma holla at y'all.